That's fine.
What's going on, everyone? You're watching another episode of John Brown Disc Golf TV. I'm in the house with the man himself, John Brown.
What's going on, y'all?
We're about to watch the second round of the Shelton Springs Pro-am. This is going to be from the black pads. This is going to be a whole lot longer of a course, more trees. There's not going to be nearly as many birdies this round. Starting it off on hole 1. This is going to become a much straighter shot than it was from round 1, where it was a dogleg left. Kyle Crabtree is going to be leading us off. Put a great move on it. Gonna be looking like he's in the circle for a putt. John Anderson lacing one up there. This should give him a look too.
Look like identical shots.
This is going to be Louie Tran on the pad. Leaked it a little right. I think I saw it kick.
Saw a little flicker of a disc, I believe.
And this is Micheal Henson. Looks pretty good. I think that caught a tree kind of late. Might have an opportunity. Here's Louie. From the rough, but not too deep. Ah.
Yeah, you don't want to start off like that.
Nope. Still out. Puts it up there. He'll clean up. Micheal Henson with a very long bid for a 2.
Is he sponsored by Olympic Discs, or
He may be.
Olympic Discs dry fit? It's an awesome looking logo.
It's a great shop too. If you're ever in the area, definitely pay them a visit.
I don't know if I've ever been there.
John Anderson splashes out right for his birdie. Pretty close. Could have gone in. Kyle Crabtree for his 2. And that'll give him another stroke on John. Widens that lead to 4.
Yeah, there's Ulibarri in the background. Kicking his bag. Must be one of those holes.
They're all one of those holes out here.
Guess that's why he's in the background.
Alright, moving into hole 2. This is going to be, really, you just want to get through this gap. If you get through this gap, you're probably going to give yourself a look. Kyle just laces it out there. That's probably going to be pretty close to the basket.
It's a great looking shot there.
Yeah, didn't quite get the skip I think we were all expecting, but
Good shot, dude.
that will play fine. John Anderson stepping up.
I'm guessing he throws all Discraft.
Yes, he is Discraft sponsored.
Pretty sure.
Catches a tree on the right. Like I said, really, you just want to get out of this, otherwise you're going to find some trouble. Micheal lets go of a pretty good looking shot here. Again, not really getting the skips we're expecting. This is the second round. Perhaps the greens aren't playing quite as skippy as they were earlier. Louie stepping up. This looks great.
There's the skip you wanted.
Great shot, Louie. Alright, John still trying to get out. Catches a little bit of those branches there. And he's going to just have to pitch this up for a 4.
Crabs can get 2 strokes on him here if he can.
Yes, not exactly
It's a long putt, but
how John wanted to start off this round, having to make up 3.
wouldn't put it out of Crab's distance.
Mike for a good 2. Little high.
See the wind's blowing in the background. The
Yep.
flags are flying.
This is always a windy green, precarious putting. Oof, that honestly looked like it was going in there.
I'm guessing the wind played a factor in that too.
That one
Pushed it
did
down.
not. John to clean up a 4. Nice putt there. Only going to be dropping 1 to Kyle. Micheal to clean up his 3. You can see those flags whipping back there. Good save there, Micheal. Hear the wind whipping.
I think Crabtree might need to start wearing a long sleeve to fit all those sponsors. Go Ricky Bobby style. Back's covered in sponsors.
Now, unlike Ricky Bobby, he knows what to do with his hands.
Tony's Tried and True. Got chain bangers. Looks like a little Wu-Tang in there.
Alright, hole 3 is going to be a big par 5. You get to unleash on this drive as Kyle is showing us.
Gosh.
This just needs to
Give
come
him a
back.
little right though, yeah.
I mean, this is all the distance you want. He wanted that to come probably a little more to the left, but there's no complaining when you're over there.
Yeah, I threw this hole and just barely made it over the...
I'm in the same boat as you, John.
Just barely made it over.
Micheal left this one up a little high. He got plenty of distance on it, but he definitely came out a little early.
Beautiful day for some golf.
This was a fabulous tournament. It was hot. It was a shaved ice truck. We hit up that thing twice. Pulls this one a little right, but this looks like it's going to get stable for him. This is going to be chilling in the middle of the fairway. Everywhere you
the shaved ice, they had a lot of bees. Apparently they said anytime they open up shop,
yeah.
the bees just come swarming.
John stepping up. John can really crush on a disc.
Yeah, that is definitely crushed.
And he is displaying so right here.
Got the
And
skip
gets the
off the
forward
road.
skip, yep. I wish I could end up there on the drive.
Wish I could end up there on my second shot.
The second shot, you really want to get into the mouth. And if he didn't end up in that little cluster, he'd be fine, but that's going to make for a tricky shot. Here's Micheal on his second.
Ooh,
Going way high.
skied it. Looks like he clipped and dropped real quick.
Always hard to film those shots.
I don't think I was ready for that sky shot there.
John putting a good move on this, but once again, that little cluster of trees.
Hanging out with Louie.
Hanging out with Louie. Kyle from a little to the right. This looks good. Oh, oof.
Oh.
That was going to be a great second
that
shot.
Took
It still
probably
is.
40 feet off.
Yeah,
Michael
definitely.
letting me know he's in the bushes over there.
Trying to tell us where this frisbee's going to go. I heard a
He went
tree.
that way.
Like I said about this course, all of these holes are hairy. You can take double bogey
Pretty sure
anywhere.
Mike's throwing a forehand roller trying to get out of
Just
that.
trying to get
crap.
out and back into the fairway, which looks like he's finally worked his way back. And this is a good shot. A little hot, but he should be able to have an opportunity to make that. Here's Louie on his third shot. Going for a forehand. Looks like a Sexton Firebird in his hand. And this looks good.
Flies like the Sexton Firebird.
It sure does. Johnny from a similar spot going with a backhand straight at it. He's got what looks like a pretty unobstructed putt for his birdie. And this is Kyle's third shot.
Ooh.
You think he's running this?
Kyle's always running.
It's suppose I shouldn't be asking the guy who filmed this.
You see the trees in the background floating around too.
Oh, that was definitely a run, but he's going to have to settle for cleaning up a par. I believe Michael's pitching up on his 6th shot there. I think he's going to be tapping in a 7 if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're right.
This is for Louie's birdie.
For her round of disc golf, Louie's looking kind of stylish out there.
Louie always looks good on the golf course.
Stunner shades. Backwards, what was that?
The
Mariner's
fist
hat
bump
on?
there. He knows that was a good birdie to get. Picking up one on Crabtree, but not one on Johnny. Great bird there.
Anderson pulls within 4. Tran within 1 of Anderson, and Henson I believe is going to be 3 back now of Tran. Maybe only 2.
Kyle's not missing that one. Cleans up a par. Aye. Come on, Michael, you're better than that. Ouch. The snowman. Moving into hole 4, though. This is going to play a little bit more of a shot that finishes right than it was from the red pad, where it's more of a straight shot. Louie's going to show you how to do it with a forehand
right
here.
down the gut.
And
Get it.
I would like to land there every time.
Almost landed in the basket.
Great shot, Louie. John stepping up, lining up a backhand. And if this stays clean, that'll be fine.
It doesn't look like he
I think it might have
liked
caught
it.
a little cabbage. Kyle, if I'm not mistaken, that's a glow TL in his hand. Put a good move on this.
I feel like that was more of a mid-range.
He makes it look like one.
Looked a little fat.
Michael stepping up, drying off the hand. It was a hot day. I definitely had some clammy hands on a couple of shots. Chooses a forehand.
He leaned on his whale sack. Ooh,
That
almost jumped in
Yeah,
the basket.
that was close. And a nice little leaner on the tree there. Should be able to bounce back from that last hole with a birdie there. Nice shot, Michael. John looking at his 2. Lining it up. One of the most unique putting styles, but I love it because it always goes in the basket. Nice putt there, John. Kyle from a little deep. This is quite a putt.
Anderson's going to take another stroke on Crabtree.
Taking up
on this
another
one.
big stroke.
3 strokes back of the leader.
Nice
There we
bounce
go,
back
Mike.
hole. And Louie with a phenomenal drive. Gotta make sure he's looking cool enough to put this birdie in there. Oh! Oh, I did not mean to jinx you. I did not.
All right, Louie, you know who to talk to for that one. Niced you in the putt.
Yeah, definitely wanted the birdie there, but we're moving into hole 5.
540 feet, par 4.
This is going to be a shot that goes off to the right, but I wouldn't consider it a hard dog leg. Very similar to the red pad, just a little bit deeper.
Ooh.
And John caught a tree that really kicked him off to the right.
Kicked way right.
It's not quite as rough as it looks off of the pad when you get a little further up. Might have an opportunity, but Micheal Henson doing some things with that disc. Even after that tree kick, that's in a great spot. Had another 50 feet on it at least, though. That was a pole. Louie gonna opt for the same disc he threw on the last hole, lining up a forehand. And
looks good.
if it stays out of that, he'll be fine. Should be able to see the basket. Kyle going for a backhand here, turned it over
Just
beautifully.
the amount, just the amount you needed to.
Wow, it's still
Holy
going.
cow.
What a crush.
For all we know, it's still going.
This is John, I believe, pitching out from the rough. Does so pretty well. I think he's going to be in circle 2, maybe just outside of it.
It's not bad for that drive to still have a look at a birdie.
Yeah, for how hard that thing kicked off to the right. I'm sure he's pretty happy with where he's at now. Louie almost hanging out in the exact same spot. They're going to have the choice there whether or not they want to run that. Micheal found a way to end up right in between all 3 of these trees.
Such a great drive to just have all that there.
But unfazed by it,
Tap it
he
in.
will be tapping in his second birdie in a row.
Just tap it.
Give it a little tap over. Ooh. Kyle going for what looks like a forehand. Looks like the right
Yeah,
choice. Gets a
everybody-
nice little root to stop him from going any further.
Everybody's over there by that tree just hanging out.
Oh,
Louie's just a little off. Not much.
yeah, that one probably over-adjusted from the last hole. Johnny lining up for a birdie after being in the rough. Oh, just a little high. So Kyle can get one back here if he puts this in. And leaks it a little right. A little bit of putting woes on this hole. Unless you're Micheal Henson and you don't have to putt on this hole.
Yeah, be nice every time. Just put it in the
The game
basket.
becomes surprisingly easier when you eliminate the putting part of it. Picking up the lone bird there is Micheal Henson. We are going to be moving into hole 6. This is going to be a 320-foot hole that finishes off to the left. You can kind of go in between the big fir tree and the skinnier one to the right of it with a forehand, but most people are going to take the backhand straight down this road here.
Is that a Mando on the right?
It is not a Mando. I think the only Mando out here is going to be on hole
It was a
11.
no smoking sign. It's pretty dry out
Yes.
there.
This was actually the last day the baskets were in the ground out there.
Yes, unfortunately wasn't able to get the drone out there.
Johnny looked like a pretty good shot, but I think I heard some late wood. And Louie's going for that gap I was talking about earlier, but he's lining up a backhand. Turns this over pretty nicely. We'll see where that finished in a minute. Don't tell me that's a Mako 3.
I believe it was. Pretty sure right after Kyle threw that, he was like, anything you can do, I can do better.
Mike's pitching up there from just on the edge of the fairway. Should be able to clean up that 3 no problem. Johnny's just laying up there. Kyle to pick up a stroke here on John. Hangs that out a little right. Louie to get one on the card.
Oh,
Man.
come on, Louie. Get him in the chains.
The second putt that he missed, it was a little bit further out, but those other two, I honestly expect him to be putting those in, so I know he's got to be pretty frustrated right now. Looks like everybody's going to be cleaning up a par on this hole. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a bogey. Thought he was putting for bird there. Anyway, we're moving into hole 7. This is another one of those holes where, honestly, you just want to get out of the gap. But this thing is just a laser beam straight shot at 400 feet. Once you're outside of these trees, the wind can become a pretty big factor. Micheal is showing us the way. This is such a good shot.
Yeah, it was.
Mr. Anderson also piping it right through the middle. This one's going to leak a little bit more to the left. Doesn't quite have the forward momentum that Mike's did. This is a little left, but I think it just punched through unfazed.
He got the pro throw there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of love.
There
if
was
I've
no
ever
kick
seen
at
it.
all.
Didn't even take out a branch and do his part.
There's like no gap there at all. I don't know how that made him do it.
Louie really uncorked on this thing, but it's a little low.
Get a couple skips.
Probably going to be laying up. This is one of those precarious putting greens. I never feel comfortable putting on this basket anything outside of 12 feet, honestly. John definitely scooted up a little more than I thought he did. This is an opportunity for a 2.
Quite a long two.
Ooh, good
right
bid.
off the rim.
Kyle lining up for his 2. Puts it in. Great putt.
So that putt looked a little familiar.
Taking one back from John, extending the lead to 4 strokes now. And this would be a great 2 for Micheal. I want to see him put this one in.
Would that be a turkey for him if he makes this?
I believe so. Oh, just a little right.
Could have made up for that triple had he gotten all 3
I was
of
going to
those
say,
in a row.
he had bounced back very nicely after that. Perfect example of how you can't let one hole ruin your tournament. There's always more golf to be played, unless you're literally tapping out on the 18th. That'll bring us into hole 8. This is going to be another par 4. Possible eagle opportunity for those guys who can just, unload on the frisbee. And this is one of those guys.
A little hop at the end of his throw there.
Definitely. It was on hyzer the whole way, so it didn't really have a chance of getting up to the pin, but it's going to be a pretty easy upshot for him to get birdie. Micheal, plenty capable of really crushing the disc. That's a good looking shot. I'd like to change that to a great looking shot, actually. Mr. Anderson stepping up. Definitely leaving it a little left, but should give him a look. Really, there's a wide landing zone on this one. Spots where you can still pick up your 3. That looked good to me. Oh, well,
He knew
I guess I
something
didn't.
we
Yeah,
didn't.
I guess. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I guess I didn't know it landed right there, but he's giving himself a good chance to get a birdie there. Good shot, Lou. Johnny lining up. Could get a nice little slide. Might have a straddle at it. Kyle opting for a forehand. Oh wow, playing a little bit of Klinko to just get through the trees and into the circle.
Sir, it's Plinko.
Plinko, pardon me.
Bob Barker would shame you for that one.
Micheal going for the forehand here.
Just happens to be my favorite game on The Price is Right.
Fair enough, fair enough. Johnny straddling out to the left, waving at the camera. He says, "Hello, birdie."
It's another one of those shots I remember from
Great putt, John.
the intro.
Micheal for a 3.
There you go.
Is this going to be a star frame opportunity here?
Is this like the no-hitter?
Oh gosh, I hope I didn't just jinx it.
I hope not. Especially with Louie's. There we
Oh,
go.
thank you.
Great job, Louie.
I was going to have to invent a time machine. Go back and either not say it or...
Crab hasn't putted yet, though.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
fair enough.
Yeah, I assumed that was in.
I want to say he's never missed from that close.
Apparently you didn't watch hole 4 of the first round.
I think even with those ones, he's a little further out than that. I mean, let's cut him a little bit of slack.
But hold on. Which one of them, though? Alright, hole 9, 285 feet, par 3. It's the final hole of the front 9.
This is another laser beam straight shot.
Ooh,
Very
good
tight gap.
Free kick there.
Looks like it didn't get too far away. Should be able to collect a 3. Micheal definitely grip locked this a little right.
I wonder what he's throwing there. Kind of looked like he had like the Matrix lines on it.
Oh, no kidding. That is a weird looking disc.
Throwing it right at the basket.
That's a great
though.
shot, though. My goodness.
Maybe we can get a quick look at it. Oh.
Oh, this looks like it's... Oh, it was getting sneaky. From a little off to the left is Micheal playing a hyzer. Ooh, that log stopped it from getting a little bit closer. He's gonna have to earn it. Louie playing just a little forehand pitch up. Should be able to get that. Kyle with a long look for a 2. Ooh, nearly got it.
CTP was pretty close this round.
Yeah, that CTP is insanely close. A little left is Micheal. He's going to have to settle to tap that out of the in.
There you go.
Johnny picking up the only birdie on the card. He's going to get one back on Crabtree. He's only 3 back now. Louie jams in his par. I believe Kyle will be tapping in his par and Micheal will be tapping in a bogey.
I believe you are correct.
So after 9 holes, looks like Crabtree and Johnny are still sitting only 3 apart. Plenty of golf left. Micheal and Louie sitting a little bit further back. Gonna have to make some serious
But
moves
there
on the
is
back
still
9.
money for second and third, so you
Oh yeah, exactly.
keep fighting.
There you can see the standings. It's gonna do it for the front 9 here. Hope you'll join us for the back 9.
Appreciate you guys coming and checking it out. Why don't you go check out any of the other videos if the back nine's not up yet.
Thanks again.